Please go. No broke boys, no new friends. I'm that bitch, give me my test. Ain't no lie, ain't no shade. Fuck on me, then you know he's paid. Look so good, makes no sense. Badass bitch with my badass friends. No broke boys, ain't no shade. Fuck on me, then you know he's paid. No broke boys.
What's up, fam? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, it is Wednesday. I just had breakfast with my little one, as she said she missed me. And she woke me up saying, Dad, I want to go eat. I want to go eat breakfast. That's more than likely because she didn't really get to see me over the weekend since I went with my son on an overlanding trip to Sedona. But it was nice. We saw this older couple, probably in their, like, not old, right? So probably like in their 50s, maybe mid 50s. And she was like, I just want to say your daughter's pretty. She's like, enjoy your time with her. And then the dad said, we have 4 girls and they're all over 23 and they don't want to hang out anymore. I said, yeah, I kind of got that feeling. I already have a 16-year-old, you know, had to drag him out, but he didn't want to go. But then he wanted to go, which was real cool and fun. And my 13-year-old, you know, I was like, I can already kind of see how that's going. And your versus like my soon-to-be 3-year-old here, like she's always wanting to go places. And he's like, yeah, just enjoy them, enjoy the moments, enjoy their core value. And that, if you backtrack to the couple of videos I've been talking about, what do I say? Y'all need to focus on the core memories to build, and that's what's gonna continue your legacy, continue your growth, continue your mindset and value of life. And that right there, to me, is the family, right? It's the family that you've created. You have your intimate family, and then you have your outside family, right? That right there, to grow your mindset, to grow your growth, to grow your just inner self, right, is you need to learn to accept yourself to be able to love others so they can love you. Now, when you get that type of love and when you get that type of sharing, same share, I can't even speak right now because it's just it was mind blowing, and just that's the conversations we were having, right? So to have that, right, mutual, that's what makes you grow. Now, if you have that negative person, that negative energy around you, you know you're allowed to just cut that person, right? It's your choice to be in that situation, to be there present with them, right? You allow yourself to give that person whatever you want to give them, right? But if you're negative around me, you'll cut. But other than that, it's already December 17th. We are more than halfway of December. And, you know, next week is Christmas. So I hope you guys are crushing it. Because, you know, I have still my internal clients who are still checking in, still holding me accountable as I'm holding them accountable. And they're still committed to these last 3 weeks of a go I gave them. I said, let's do this. You know what? It's 3 weeks left of 2025. Let's fucking hit it with a bang, right? So, yes, we're working remote. Yes, they're sharing some stuff with me. And you know what? That's what keeps me going as well. Is seeing the love, seeing the relationship built between us and that accountability. And seeing them go further out and say, let's do it. That's commitment right there. And that right there, it's growth, right? That right there is the acceptance of let's continue going, coach. And I'm proud to say that. Today, later on today, we have the inspector going in to see the building. And what they're going to do is just basically give us a checklist, right, of what work that has been done on the tenant improvement side, right? That scope of work right there is a landlord's job. So if you ever dabble into a building, a commercial building, you always got to remember, like, if you have tenant improvements, that's landlord's work, tenant's work, right? I'm the tenant, they're the landlords. So we're in this issue because some work was done right. But now we just need to make sure that the scope of work is in the right direction, right? Because again, we're working with the city, and the city has to make sure that everything's up to date and up to code. Once they check that, then we move to our next phase, which would be the easier part, right? Is getting the construction done. So then you have the contractor and his team pushing in for that to be done ASAP. Right after that, it would be our final checklist and pass, and then Rework Me will be able to open. So honestly, in a nutshell, I want to say comfortably, let's say February 1st of 2026, Rework Me will be open in Monterey Park. So that's the excitements I'm gonna have, and hopefully on Friday's video, I will let you guys know where we're at on that. So stay tuned, guys. Just got done with the Costco shopping. Went in just for one thing, but you know that never pans out the right way. So got gym stuff, got home stuff, gotta prepare our food. Like I said, we're halfway through December, and we still gotta crush these next 2.5 weeks. So if I'm in it, I hope you're in it. But other than that, yeah, it's just like piggyback to what I was saying about creating some core memories as I'm driving to the gym right now to get some work done. I want to share with you guys. You know, this past weekend we went down to Arizona. Me and my son, we decided to do an overnighting trip, and I had this trip planned maybe like 2 months ago with my other boys, and we were gonna do some stuff because these guys haven't gone out off-roading or overlanding. For those who don't know what overlanding is, it's like camping, but if you start noticing, I have a truck that has a tent. That's what overlanding is. You just go. It doesn't have to be a truck with a tent necessarily. We have Jeeps and Broncos where they sleep inside as well. But we were going a lot in 23, 24. 2025 has been a little busy with a lot of my other friends. And then, of course, I got busy with this stuff. And once I got this new truck, it was a little harder to get to go places, because you would think that I would make the time to go, but it's just that I haven't made the time because my time was kept at the business locations. I would go on a day trip off-roading, but not to camp. And this past weekend, since it was in the schedule previously, right, my two boys that planned it canceled, and I had another friend who reached out and says, hey, I'm gonna be, going to Sedona if you're down. And I was like, I'm there. Like, let's go. Nobody wanted to go, but I had made a promise to myself that if I put this in the schedule, this is what's happening. So whether I'm tired, I'm exhausted, whether excuses come up, because a lot was coming up too. I'm like, well, maybe I should just stay. But realistically, I made a commitment to myself, and I cannot break that commitment, because once you start breaking away commitments slowly, that right there is going to be something that you're just chipping off to yourself, your self-worthiness, your self-respect, right? And for you to grow mindset, for you to grow your family, for you to grow your business, how are you going to grow that if you don't respect yourself, if you don't respect your own boundaries? So I said, let's roll out. My son last minute said, fine, Dad, I want to go with you. And honestly, it was a really good trip. Came back, Monday. Sorry, we came back Sunday. And as the way coming back, we stopped by McDonald's. Of course, why McDonald's? But it was one of those one McDonald's that the arch of the M was teal. So I guess that's one of one throughout the whole world. I didn't know that. Shout out to my client Ellie, who told me to go check that out, and we did. Sedona was beautiful, the whole stores. But as we came back, we got some rest. He got ready for school. I got ready for work. And Monday came and headed to the office, grinded, dabbled into the calendar, got with some clients, made sure that everybody was on point. I was on point. Monday night came, woke up the next day. I was excited. Why? Because I was mentally rested, but ready to come back to conquer the rest. That right there is your reset button. So if you follow me on IG and said I hope you guys had a great weekend and a resetted weekend, that's what I meant. So it really comes down to you making a commitment to yourself, right? Now again, an emergency were to happen, understandable. You know, you can't beat yourself up about it because that was an emergency, but promise yourself the next weekend or the following weekend you will, right? Even if it's a one-nighter or if it's a, you know, few hours, just go reset and focus so that way you come back mentally ready, right? And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that it's not just that, oh, I need motivation. No, it's discipline. And the only way you're going to be committed to discipline is committed to yourself, right? You need to show up, right? That's not just in fitness, that's everywhere else, okay? That's in work, that's in school, that's to your family, to your, you know, your spouse, whatever, you know, it's everything. But the main part is the commitment to yourself. If you're not committed to yourself and you don't put yourself first, at times, and you'll never realize, like, oh fuck, like it's about me. Like, no, yeah, the issue is you. So if you're always complaining about others, the problem might be you. You're just not fixing that shit, right? I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. Again, have a great day, you guys. And I'll catch up with you on Friday and see. Girl, get it. Hey. You like that one? And move your hands up. Hey, hey, hey. There you go. Get it, girl. Go, 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 go. Hey, hey, hey. Ready?
Go.